Unlimited flow and abundance. This month, I want to focus on money. I want to focus on every system behind money. What matrices we have been controlled at, or feel imprisoned or captured, or limiting belief systems. And to break free, break through all these systems into a state of total freedom, total independence, unity consciousness on every level, unlimited life force flowing through us on every level, financially too. So I want to do everything in steps because it's about holding. Can you hold a frequency? Everything is a frequency. Over the years, I've worked with thousands of people with so many gifts, and I've supported world leaders. I've supported billionaires to create incredible systems to support others. And they're all frequencies. I realize that everything is a frequency, but first is to really release the mindsets. And can you handle that frequency? If you think of, for example, my ancestors who are Irish and they were living off the land originally, go back, how their systems, their mindsets were not supporting financial flow and freedom. If you go way, way back and reconnect with the land where there was maybe abundance and creation, creativity, and total independence. But when we start being captured or being trapped into systems where we had to pay rents or to landlords or taxes, we started to become captured. So what I'd like to do in this month is support you to be totally financially independent, totally free of all these matrices and systems. So I've been guided to bring in 3 workshops, 3 systems, 3 webinars. The first webinar will be about releasing us from the captured matrix of the financial system, honoring the financial system and all the blessings of it, but releasing us from it. I remember growing up, in my family belief system was that we would be paying a mortgage for a house. We can't own a house, we'll have the mortgage and we'll pass that mortgage on to our children. I was blessed enough to know that wasn't true. I was blessed enough to be around some people who are completely financially independent and had broke through, had the keys, because it's keys. I realize it's all keys. So I was very fortunate to hang around with somebody who already was older than me and already had the keys in their system of breaking through the mortgage system and owning many houses. And he was completely independent at a very early age because he knew how the systems worked. He knew how the frequencies worked. And he'd broken through the mindsets. So by me being around him and being inspired by him, he energetically gave me the keys of success, for example, on property. So these keys gave me independence and freedom. So later in life, I started to work with other people who'd worked further and further and developed further and further keys and broke through the limiting belief systems, financial limiting belief systems. And I realized that everything is based on mindsets. Everything is frequency. And as you see, for example, people win the lottery and then they blow it within a couple of months or a year, and they end up in debt again, it's because they can't handle the frequency. So can you handle the frequency? This is the question. Can you handle the frequency? I work with millionaires, billionaires, and bring coherence into the whole system. You can change the world with the finances when it's used in the right way. There's a huge power in the system of financial freedom and a sense of satisfaction as well when you can support so many people and support changes in the world. You don't need money to change the world. You don't need anything to change the world. You can do it yourself. And yes, it is helpful to have the financial support as well in your system to create an abundant life on a physical level too. So I want to open up the frequencies of total abundance. I want to open up the gifts that I've integrated into my own system and which has supported many people to bring in total freedom. And what I mean by that is a freedom to be yourself, a freedom to connect to the creator inside you, a freedom to create what you're here to create without wasting energy, worrying about bills, worrying about mortgage, worrying about fears, will I have enough next month? Let's break through these systems. Let's be totally free. How would that feel? So in the first workshop or webinar, I'm going to bring in all the frequencies to transform all the limiting belief systems that may be in your system from your ancestors, from the collective field. It's very important to break through these systems because you may, in your system, believe that you have that capacity in your system. And if you imagine in your subconsciousness, hundreds of the ancestors saying you can't, or fearing about paying the rent next week, or putting food on the table, or war or famine, if that's in the system, it does affect the way you make decisions and the way you live your life. And also, are you rejecting the finances? In the end, what it's really about is self-love. It's total appreciation of being, of spirit, of unity consciousness, bliss, ecstasy, and to allow that into your system cellularly. So I'm going to go really detailed, clear everything, and build your system up. So the first webinar will be about breaking free of the limiting belief systems and releasing any capturing systems or matrices that you may have been in to become completely financially independent on every level, to become entrepreneurial on every level. What I mean by entrepreneurial, if your ancestors were working for a company or someone else, you may have that in your system, and it would be very difficult for you to break through to be financially independent or to be an entrepreneur, even if you want to. That will affect you and hold you back. So I want to give you the entrepreneurial frequencies to share them with you. This will be the first webinar. The second webinar, I want to work with the frequency of the millionaire. I've worked with thousands of millionaires and entrepreneurs who've created their own finances and financial freedom. And they have this drive inside them. And they have this independence and security and self-confidence and curiosity and fearlessness in their system, which exhilarates you and gives you more drive, actually. So the second webinar will be the millionaire frequency. As I say, this is about money, but it's not about money because it's all about connection. It's all about self-appreciation and self-acceptance, self-love. So the second webinar, I'm going to be working with the frequencies and the financial freedom of the millionaire frequency. Then, so you can sustain it, so you can hold it in your system. You can become that frequency. Then in the last webinar, I'm going to bring in the billionaire frequency to really allow that complete independence, freedom. And what I realized working with billionaires who are conscious and coherent with their finances and with their lives is that there's a strong backbone in the system. There's a self of financial freedom, independence, and uncontrollable. That you can embody your gifts, you can embody your ideas. And while working with people who have that frequency, we just come up with a concept and then it's created immediately in the system. So I'd like to open up this opportunity for all of you to embody this backbone, this financial freedom, because they're out of the matrix. I'm not saying you have to be a billionaire to be out of the matrix, but I want to bring in the frequencies. I want to share those gifts with you. So you have that backbone, that secure system in you that you can handle an independent decision and manifest to your fullest potential. These are the frequencies I'd like to share with you because it is a frequency. And it's a frequency of dignity, self-respect, freedom to create whatever your heart, whatever your spirit is driving you, security and safety. And then with this, well, all the way through this, it's bringing in unity consciousness. We're here to support each other. So there's a higher purpose for all of this. These are all frequencies and codes, which sets you free of the matrix. Yes, the money is in the system. It is part of the matrix. How do you use it? It's always about the intention. So these are all frequencies. So this month, I would really like to support you to be free of the matrix, limiting matrix, capturing matrix of finances, and go back into pure creation, abundance, ecstasy, orgasmic frequencies of bliss, freedom, and to live the life of your wildest dreams. And to feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Can you imagine how free and how you would have a blank palette to create whatever life your spirit, your creator is guiding you on? So I'll do these webinars step by step by step. I'd recommend you to do the 3 steps so you can hold the frequency. It's about being able to hold the frequency. It's about becoming the frequency. It's all a frequency. Everything's a frequency. And it's to allow your system to build and to be that frequency without even trying. Simply relax into that frequency, become the frequency. As a friend of mine said, you'll only have what you can handle. Can you handle these frequencies? So let's build this up together and unleash a life force, a freedom, a tsunami of creators who manifest new earth together. It's pure love, it's pure bliss, it's pure creation, it's fun, it's drive, freedom. And you deserve it. You deserve it. You can feel these frequencies now. And let's live it. Let's live it while we're in this physical body. Let's thrive. Let's be wild. Let's create, manifest to our wildest dreams. That child in you knows what to create. Enjoy. And I look forward to seeing you through this series. And let's use all the creative force of the field, which is supporting us, to manifest and unite as creators, as the gods on earth. What I got so strong when I came here to Greece was the information came through so strong when I connected to the ancient gods, or well, the living ones. And they kept saying to me, Damien, enjoy life, enjoy life, enjoy the fruits of life, live life, create, manifest to your wildest dreams, and live it and share it. Because when you live it, you share it, you become it. And then those around you are inspired by it and become it themselves. So it's the highest potential to be as abundant, satisfied, and to live all the aspects of life with complete freedom within you. Curiosity, drive, creativity, stillness, satisfaction, love, fun, orgasmic love, ecstasy, creativity, satisfaction. Enjoy.